as a profession is not a grueling task, but rather as a skill.
Music is a form of entertainment and a way to express yourself. And without music, there is no purpose to a lot of things.
The music industry is a fairly uncertain one, constantly demanding creativity, resilience, and perseverance.
I'm not musically talented, so I'm not sure. I'm not musically talented.
Me, music give me soul. It brings me a cheerful moment. And
Though the youth don't have the appreciation for it right now, they are a lot more open-minded to it than the elderly.
I would say no, because music is kind of challenging if you want to take it as your profession.
Is it really true that music is challenging? Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to this wonderful segment. And indeed, we've heard we are here to protect and preserve music. And I'm very much sure you can hear me. If you can't hear me, just type a message there. I'm always looking forward to this segment where we get to share knowledge pertaining to music. And this is a platform where we will be sharing different views, different lessons. And we together, you and I, will be able to protect and inspire people around. Today, it's another day. And I'm very much sure that whether you watch this after this is recorded or this is posted, I'm looking forward to the comments that you have pertaining to this crucial topic, a topic that has contributed to why most people look at music in the way they perceive it. So we are going to study this together, and we won't spend much time because we want to go straight to the points regarding this topic. But in the meantime,
you may be a music teacher, a musician, a school administrator, a parent, a music student, or even a music fan. Join John Chitambo, an accomplished international music educator, on an enriching online live stream show, Ask John, a community educational program where music-related issues are addressed. Every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. Malaysia time. That's 12 p.m. to 12:45 p.m. Central Africa time. Venue, JC Music Education, Facebook page. Don't miss out.
Indeed, don't miss out, friends. Don't miss out. And I'm looking forward to our collaboration with you out there. If you have anything that you can contribute on this program, you are most welcome. Please send me an email or a message and see what you want to bring on this platform. So friends, today we have a topic. It's a lovely topic, and I don't want us to waste time. I want us to just dive into it immediately. The topic is, are today's musicians satisfied? Are today's musicians content with the views or the likes that they receive on social media? That's the question. What do you think today's musicians are up to? Now, why this topic? I just want to share a very brief background regarding why I thought I should discuss this topic as we move on. We are in the process of trying to change the perception of how people look at music. And it has been discovered within these few presentations that I've offered. It has been discovered that musicians' way of life has contributed to why most people look at music in the way they do. And so this skepticism has continued from time immemorial. And one of the concepts is that of a starving musician. But we want to have people, many youths, choosing music. That's what we want to have. Unfortunately, this is not possible at the moment. We have a few, and even in school, not all schools offer music. Why? It's because of how people perceive arts and how most people in the community, as much as they appreciate the importance of music, but how they perceive music to be as a career, has contributed to many youths failing to go for that as their life career. And I'm very much sure you agree with me that as a parent, it's very difficult for me to advise my child to study music, even when I see that my child is really into music. But it's difficult as a parent to come to the point where I say, wow, this is your path. It takes quite a lot of consideration. Why? Because you need to think about so many things. And like we heard, that a lot of people have looked at music. And of course, you need perseverance. And that's how it has been perceived. But in today's topic, the main point is to look at the life of a musician. Because a life of a musician has contributed tremendously to why most people look at music in the way they do. Why musicians have been regarded as, or why music has been regarded as not a noble career. It's because they look at this starving musician in the street. They look at the musician performing in the street with a bucket of something where they are asking for money. They look at all these things and they look at the life that musicians live. So if we are to start changing things, we need to start from somewhere, and it has to start from the people who are in the field. And this is why I want us to look at several topics, and the topics that are going to come from now on will focus much on us musicians and the message that we send out. So how do really people look at us as musicians? What kind of life do musicians live? To the point where people find it really difficult to convince someone to study music. And our aim is to see many youths choosing music by changing the minds of youths and how they perceive music. And today we want to look at this topic as to the views. It's really good to have views on social media. Even me, right now, as I'm presenting this, unfortunately, this is a different case. For me, I'm not for the views, I'm not for the likes, I'm not for the shares. I am here to share the message. That would help maybe one person who would watch it. So it's a different thing. But there are musicians who come up with excellent work. They spend so much money. They spend so much time. They even sacrifice their family time to bring about so many things. And then when they bring this out, they just put it on social media. And why? It's because they believe that they will be paid by either YouTube or Facebook, which is the case. But we want to look at really what happens for you to start earning. If you lack knowledge, by the time you realize that really what I've been doing, you feel so bad, you regret. And we don't want musicians to continue regretting after producing such excellent work. So how really does YouTube work? And we also want to look at whether people are still buying music the way they used to before these social media. I'm not condemning social media because definitely there are people who are meant for that, who are doing excellent. And if you want to do that, they are expecting quality product to come on these platforms. And they will recognize you. And one thing I need to mention to you is that music is business. So you are in a crucial business that requires you to continue working and working and working and evaluating your life. But in the meantime, as you do that, you need to feed your people. You need to eat, and you need to protect this profession. And that is the bottom line, protecting our profession. by the life that musicians live, their conduct. And that is what we are here for. And because we want to see people looking to the musicians and say, wow, look at how he's living life. I would like to be like that. Look at how the footballers are earning. Yes, they live a good life. Oh, someone would want to try and see if they can be footballers tomorrow. And we want musicians to be like that. And in certain parts of the world, musicians are doing a good job. And what is it that they've done well that they are doing it well? And if all musicians were to be in the way that others are leading, then we'll be good. So friends, let's dive into this. So musicians' lifestyle is the main focus for today. Are musicians satisfied with the views and the likes that they get from social media? Let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll dive into how YouTube works for you to start earning. And then after that, you think twice whether you will start earning soon, or you need to do something about it, or you are just satisfied because you see so many shares and so many likes or so many views. So friends, we'll be back shortly, but in the meantime,
You may be a music teacher, a musician, a school administrator, a parent, a music student, or even a music fan. Join John Chitambo, an accomplished international music educator, on an enriching online live stream show, Ask John, a community educational program where music-related issues are addressed. Every Sunday from 6 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. Malaysia time. That's 12 p.m. to 12:45 p.m. Central Africa time. Venue, JC Music Education, Facebook page. Don't miss out.
now for you to start earning on YouTube, you need about minimum of 1,000 subscribers. That's the minimum. 1,000 subscribers. You also need about 4,000 watch hours. That is in the past year. So in the past year, you must have accumulated 4,000 watch hours. And you must have accumulated 1,000 subscribers. Then after you do that, you are eligible to apply to YouTube for partnership program. You can then monetize your channel. Now, what happens when you monetize your channel? When you monetize, now the big issue actually is on the 4,000 watch hours. And this is where we see so many people now advertising. Subscribe, please like, please share, please. This is really good. But there's more work to be done on that. Every time someone, when you monetize your channel, so every single time someone views an ad, so you'll see on your videos, sometimes there'll be ads which are generated. So every time this happens, then your videos will count towards your account. And this is where you start counting. Now, YouTube uses a method which normally you can see that CPU, which is a cost per 1,000 views. So per 1,000 views, you'll be earning something like, we are talking of 1K views. So 1K, now it's not just about views. It's 1K and you've accumulated 4,000 watch hours, not minutes. So on average, you're talking of 5 cents to $8 per 1,000 views. You need to look at that. Please, you need to research more on how this is done, so that as you post your works there, you know exactly. And according to this, the digital, so YouTube creators with more than 100,000 subscribers can earn about $2,000 per video. Now this is good, interesting, but the key element here is 100,000 subscribers. Now look at your channel right now. How many subscribers do you have? What do you need to do to get up to there? Or even just close to that? So your estimated earnings would be around $1,500 to $7,000 for every million. To reach that million views, it's a long-term project. And this is where we are missing it, musicians. We need to evaluate ourselves. When will I be able to do this? your content, what you're posting there. I want to provoke you to think about your life. I want to provoke you to think about your future, to think about what you are into. Friend, music is business. Music is a profession. So if you are into educational thing and your primary aim is to share knowledge, regardless of what you put, whether the quality or you spend so much money working on that, but your central motives is that of sharing, that is fine. But if you are expecting a living by spending so much money and sacrificing all your time, investing so much, and then you put it out there for free, you need to look at this as business. Then you have work to do. The bottom line, friends, is your life is accountable towards the preservation of music as a profession and how people look at music. So as a musician, look at your life. You are responsible to convince one youth to choose music as their career. You are responsible to remove and change how people look at musicians. Your life is a testimony to somebody, and we want to protect this. I hope that this short sharing will remind you and put you on track on what you're into. And then we will protect our profession, our noble career, which is music. It's a responsibility of every musician. It's a responsibility of every single person who is in this business to protect, to change how people look at music from all angles. From time immemorial, music has been regarded as something that is just there to accompany something. Musicians have been used, others because they want to make a name, so they would go there and do things. And this is the topic that I'll be looking at next week. Common mistakes that musicians continue to make. And as they make these mistakes, the perception about music remains the same. But what we are here for is to change how people look at music. Because, of course, music is noble. It's a noble career. But we cannot start from outside. We need to start from us inside, as musicians, as teachers, as people who are in the field. We need to start from ourselves by introspecting our lives and see whether people can look up to us and be convinced to say, yes, I want to venture into this professionally because it's good and it starts with us. So friend, I hope this will help you as a musician and that you will not be overtaken by the shares and the likes and the views that you receive, but rather you'll look at your life and that you need a living. And once you gain from that, from all your toils and all your hard work, it should go out and show people that you are doing the right thing. Not just there being big for nothing because of the shares and the views and the case that you see on your video. It's about your life. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you next week where we'll be talking about mistakes that musicians continue to make. We are first looking at us as musicians so that we can protect this noble career. So friends, see you, and I look forward to next time.